How random is the diversity visa lottery? We usually say the selection process of the diversity visa lottery is random. Is it really and true random selection process? Or there is any way on how you can beat the system? Because there are so many theories, I don't know whether I call it theories or stories in the street about different ways on how you can find a way to guarantee you to be the winner of the diversity visa lottery. So let's go and see some of these issues people are raising to say they can beat the system, or they can find a way to have a guarantee of winning the diversity visa lottery. Meaning they don't want to say that it is random. For me, I believe it is random. And I'm going to explain in detail some of the things which sometimes cost people the application process. There are people who are trying so hard to apply on the first day or the first hour of the diversity visa lottery application. That's why they want to know at what exactly time, when it is noon of the Eastern time or Eastern Standard Time, is it in your local time, so that they can apply at exactly time. Some of those people believe that if you apply on the first day or the first hour or just overall the first week, whatever it is, you have higher chance of winning. Is it true? The answer no, is not. The application for the diversity visa lottery is not a rolling basis application. No, when I'm talking about the rolling basis, it's just first come, first served. But the diversity lottery is not that way. And they are not processing anybody before the deadline. So the all application, they will be there. On the last day, when it is closed, then they are going to process. And when they're going to process, they are not looking when was this day, this application was conducted or was made. Was it done on the first day or the last day or the middle day? They are not looking that way. Speaking of when or the time of the day when you apply, whether it will be the first day or the middle day or the last day, there are some people think that when you apply at 12:01 or 12 or whatever time, midnight of your time, you have more chance of winning. So for them, they say, no, it's not random, because I know a couple guys who won the DV lottery and all of them, they applied at this particular time, or they applied on Friday. So if you apply on Friday at midnight or at whatever time zone you have, that is the chance of winning. The reason of people applying midnight or during the night in your local time is because many people will be sleeping and the internet will be a little bit faster. That is the reason. But it has nothing to do that being midnight has something to do with winning. No. Yes, maybe many people who apply midnight, they are winning. But it's just because you're just applying successful application. During the night, many people are sleeping. That means your internet is faster. Remember, the entire world is not the same. When it is midnight in East Africa, it is 4 p.m. in US. And it is already the next day in Australia. It is maybe, what is midnight over there, it is almost around noon, nearby 1 p.m. in California. So the entire world is not midnight, remember that. So your midnight can play on your midnight, but the world is not midnight. It's just you where you are. So don't come with that theory of trying to find a way on how you can beat the system. It is a random selection. So the time you apply has nothing to do whether it's midnight, whether it's during the day. Whether you are applying during the weekday or on the weekend, they are all the same. All applications are received from the first day of the application, from noon of the first day in this DV 2023 will be from noon of Wednesday, October 6th, until noon of November, which will be Tuesday of November 9th. That is the application time, so it doesn't matter. But you are advised not to apply on the last week, even according to the instructions. The reason being, not just because people will not be able to win, because everybody will be applying on the last day. So sometimes the website is overwhelmed, the website becomes slow, and plus your internet might be slow, so plus your internet and the website being overwhelmed, you might have difficulties to complete or successful apply for the diversity visa lottery. That is the only reason. So we encourage you to apply early, but not to fight on the first day until you make mistakes. You are rushing, you put a wrong email address, wrong spelling of your name, wrong date of birth, wrong passport number, just because you are rushing. Don't rush. That is another point people are bringing, but it's not true. Another part is, if people are saying, if the person who is filling your form is in the United States, or if you are already in the United States, you have higher chances of winning the diversity visa lottery. Is that true? I have to laugh first of all, that one. No. That's why people are, EBM, please apply for me. Please apply for me. No. Someone being in the United States, either physical or someone is going to do the filling of the form for you, it doesn't give you advantage. It doesn't matter whether you are in the country of birth, or your city of birth, or you are in another country within your region, or in another country in another region. You can be born and raised in Asia, and being in Asia, apply, or being born and raised in Asia, but you are currently in Europe, or being born and raised in Africa, but currently you are in the United States. All those mean nothing. Your participation, your eligibility in the diversity visa lottery is based on the country of birth, and not where you are at the time of application. And when you are doing the application, the DV lottery, the data doesn't care, doesn't register. Okay, now Mr. So-and-so is filling the form, but the person is filling the form is in the United States. They don't care. You can ask someone who is in America, maybe on the last days, maybe your internet is not that fast, someone to apply for you just because the internet is faster. Not because, because he's in America, he's nearby the kitchen, he's going to get the big piece of the meat. No. And even don't be tempted for the people. I know there are some people who are saying, I'll just do some, I'm even in Kentucky, I'll just help you to win. Nobody is going to do a commission or helping. Don't pay anybody just because they're in America. They can be also scammers. Being in America doesn't mean that you cannot scam people. There are some people that are here, they use that advantage to lie to you. Or for you, you are thinking that way and you are tempted to give them, just apply, I will pay you. I remember there is one person, is in Kenya or whatever, Kenya or Congo, I don't remember the country, was trying to say, I want you to apply for me. I say, it's the same as you apply. This upcoming lottery, please apply for me. I will even pay. I say, no, you can do the application. I can help you to edit the photo. The person offered $100 for me to fill the form. So why do you offer me $100 to fill the form? Something I can do for 3-4 minutes. It's because someone is believing that if someone is in America, fills that form for you, you are going to win. That's why it's okay to give me $100. I said, I can help you if you have the problem with the internet, but not thinking that if I fill the form for you, you are going to win, because if you don't win, you will come here and complain and say that guy is a scam. That's why I usually don't take money from anyone. I've applied to so many people, even my family, only one has won, but all of them, they have never won the DV lottery. So it's not true that someone in America, or someone, if you are from Africa and you are in Europe, you are closer, you are going to win. No. The random selection doesn't care where you are at the time of application, or what type of the day of the week, when you are going to apply, during the day, during the morning, during the evening, it doesn't matter. So those are just myths, or just some unverified stories and theories which are not true. So the diversity visa lottery is 100% random. There is another thing, very interesting part. If you are married, you have higher chances of winning. Is it true? If you're married, you don't have higher chances. The US government doesn't prefer married over single, or single people over married people. Your marital status has nothing to do with you being the winner, because later we say, oh, if you have children, you have higher chances than people, so you start like registering people, children, even if they're not yours. No. That's why we see some people are not married, boyfriend and girlfriend, they put married, thinking that by saying married, they have higher chances. We usually say when you are married, you have higher chances only if the husband applies as a main applicant, said is married, and the wife applies also, says is married to you. Meaning those are two applications, two chances of winning. But the government doesn't prefer one marital status over the other. No. So don't go and put incorrect marital status thinking that saying you are married, you are going to win. No. Saying you are married doesn't give you the chance. Single and married have the same equal chance. Each person is doing one application. No duplicate application. Duplicate application means disqualification. So that is not true that if you are married, you have higher chances of winning. I want you to understand all these unnecessary theories might cost you to put a wrong information because you think you are going to trick the system. Does the level of education help you to win the diversity visa lottery? If you have doctorate, PhD, masters, are you going to be given higher priority of winning versus someone with a primary education? The answer is no. The selection process of diversity visa lottery is 100% random, meaning it doesn't care whether you have doctorate, 2 doctorates, 3 doctorates, you have masters, you have bachelor degree, you have JD, Juris Doctor, you have bachelor degree, you are a medical doctor, you are an engineer. They don't care what is your profession. First of all, in the lottery application, there is no any place you can put your profession. There is no any place you can put the number of years of work experience. The only thing you can put on your application is just to tick or to highlight, to select among the level of education which are there. Primary school, high school no diploma, high school with a diploma. Then vocational, university education, which university degree, some college or some university courses, masters, some graduate courses, doctorate, some doctorate courses. That's all. You just tick. But going to tick incorrect doesn't give you any advantage. Remember, the randomly selection is not a merit-based immigration. American immigration is not merit-based immigration, just like in Canada. Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and some of the in England, they have some merit or point-based system that if you have doctorate, if you have masters and masters in engineering, you are going to be given permanent residence of Canada through express entry. But the United States doesn't care about that when it comes to the diversity visa lottery. The eligibility is the country of birth. Is your country among the eligible country to apply for the diversity visa lottery? But in the selection process, they are not looking the work experience, because even there is no number of working experience. There is no looking of education. There is no looking of the profession. Once you win, when you go to the interview, yes, at that time they will look your education, your work experience, your profession, your background to be given the visa. That's why when you win, when you fill the visa form, when Kentucky Consular Center requests even for the documents, they are not requesting education or work experience. Those documents will be determined by the consular officer in your country during the visa interview. So, for the people who are not educated with the higher education, don't feel that you are not the winner just because you didn't go to high school. Just because you don't have many years of work experience, just because you entered in primary school, has nothing to do with that. I know people who have or who had primary school education and they're winners. I know so many people with PhDs have never won the DV lottery over 5 years of application. I know people with master's degree over 9 years of application haven't won the DV lottery. I know people with just high school, their first time to apply for the diversity visa lottery, have won the DV lottery, and they are here in the United States. So, the application is 100% random. Doesn't care any of those factors. So, when people apply, the selection is like this way. The countries are divided into region, or rather, each continent is given as a region. Africa, one region. Asia, another region. Europe, another region. Oceania, another region. North America, another region. Latin America, whatever, South America, whatever, another region. So 6 regions. That's number 1. So you are divided by each region. Then, each region, there are countries there. No country is above to exceed 6-7% of the total winning. So each one region is not supposed to exceed maybe over 60 whatever percent they have the percentage. But if you look in the end, Africa is the continent or is the region with the higher number of winners, and obviously has higher number of applicants. I can give you an example on that. In DV 2019, there are 14.3 million applicants. Out of those, Africa had 7.8 million applicants, followed by Europe with 4.3 million applicants, followed by Asia 1.8 applicants, 1.8 million. 2020, 14.7 million applications, 8 million from Africa, 4 million from Asia, from Europe, 1 million from Asia and the rest of the region. 2021, when they introduced the passport, the number went down to 6.7 million applications. But still, Africa had 3.1 million applications, Europe had 2.0 million, and Asia had 1.2 million. When you go to 2022, 6.8 million applications, and again, Africa has more applications. And Africa, because it's having more winners, more applications, and it has less number of representatives in here, more winners or more visas are issued for Africa region. Out of 55,000 visas to be issued, 20 to 22,000 visas are reserved for Africa. So Africa gets over 40 to 50, nearby 50, just 40 to 45% of all visas are from Africa region. Followed by Europe. Europe gets over 16,000 winners are given the visas. And Asia, about 12 to 14,000 winners are from Asia, and the rest of the region are taking the rest. So, that's number one. There are regions, and the region is given the number, total number of winning, or total number of visas to be issued, where Africa is given the higher number, followed by Europe, followed by Asia, and the rest of the regions are there. So it is a random selection. Yes, there are countries, they have more winners. For instance, Algeria, Egypt, and a few other African countries have 6,001 winners. Russia usually has more winners. I don't know why Iran has also winners, more winners. Most of the Eastern Europe has more winners. Kenya has around 3,000. Ghana around 3,000, 4,000. Around the same as when we're talking about Afghanistan, we're talking about Iraq, you talk about most of the Asian countries. So overall, these will be changing based on the number of winners and applicants. I don't want to go to all the statistics. But what I want to assure you is the average is in every 150 applicants, average as a region, as Africa as a region, for instance, 1 in 150 people is a winner. So in every 150 applicants, there is one winner. But again, to go back to the country, each country, if you take the total number of applicants from that country versus the winners, the average will change between 50 to 150, depending on how many people applied and how many people have won. In Europe, in 125 people, one is the winner. In Asia, in every 100 people, one is the winner. I'm talking about the visa will be issued, not just the total number of winners overall. I'm talking about the winners who are going to be given the visas too. So those are the things you need to understand, that this is 100% randomly selection. So you pray to God is the only one who will have you going to win. Whether I fill the form for you, whether you fill the form on your own, whether you ask anybody to fill the form, if God wants you to win, you are going to win. But if you are going to lose, it's not because you are in Kenya, it's not because you are in Tanzania, it's not because you are in Qatar, it's not because you are in Guatemala, it's not because you are in another country. No. Because the applicants is 6.8 million, over 100,000, 150, 120, 100 and something will be winners, and only 55,000 will be given the visas. So no matter, even if all one person is going to fill the forms for all 8 million people, 7 million people, in the end, people have to lose. So it doesn't matter. If you don't win, don't start blaming yourself that maybe I made it wrong. Yes, you have to make sure that the photo meets the requirement. If the photo meets the requirement, is a white background. If the photo, you don't wear glasses, you meet the photo requirement, that means you are among the qualified application, those one to be in the randomly pool of selection. So if you don't win, don't say, oh, maybe because I wear the blue shirt, next year I'm going to wear the red shirt. Maybe because that day I slept and late. No, it has nothing to do the day how you slept. It is a random selection. You don't win because there are more people, millions of people applying, and less number of people are going to be the winners, and less number of people are going to be given the visas. That will be the only reason. But don't put all eggs in one basket. After applying for the lottery, Pray to God, but not every single day you are praying to the same. Oh God, every single morning, I have to go to America. You are starting just, no. Apply, pray to God, forget. Continue with your plans in your own country. Continue with the plans. If you are planning to go to Europe, go to Canada, go to another country, find a way, proper procedures on how you can win or reach your goals, irrespective of winning the diversity visa lottery.